Hey everybody, Flip and Danny here, founders of the Freedom Real Estate Group family of companies, and welcome to another episode of our podcast, which is called
Freedom Through Passive Income.
That's right, and welcome to a live episode. I've only got 9 more of those left to do.
That's right.
This is week 43. We've only got 9 more of these left. Woo! Oh my gosh, I cannot believe this. But welcome to another progress update. As you know, I'm not wearing a Freedom Real Estate Group shirt today because my team is playing the awful team that's in our state this week, and so I'm repping my alma mater. You wait till tomorrow. You'll see tomorrow. But anyway,
Go State!
Yeah, that's right. The biggest news though is, hey Danny, what episode number is this?
300!
Oh my gosh, 300! We've done 300 of these.
Yes. And we kept meaning to mark 100 and 200, but
yeah,
we just kept recording. Yeah. But this one happened to land on a live, and you said, Danny, Don't forget, this is episode 300.
Yep. And we have over 22,000 downloads.
Wow.
That's so crazy.
Wow, that is crazy.
That is so crazy. But anyway, welcome to episode 300.
Yes. So this is our live weekly update. So we're just going to talk through what we've done in the last week. The first thing that we did after our last Thursday live episode was we had quarterly planning on Friday morning.
Yes, those are always fun.
Yes. We actually just recorded and it's already launched because now that we're closer to the end of the year, we're recording more and more of them live.
I love it.
And so our Army of CEOs episode was referencing our quarterly planning on Friday. And so that was that was my big takeaway at the very, very end. I was super excited about that. And then you got to be Santa Claus.
I did. This is one of my favorite things. Yes. I always see them talked about. And I'm like, oh, they're talking about it. Oh, come on. And then the funny thing was, I was on one of them, I'll tell you about in a second. I got the task last week to send it out. But the money hasn't come in yet. I can't give out money until I get money.
That's right.
But yeah, so we told you that the one property closed.
Yep.
And so we had the exit payout distribution for that one, which those are big chunks.
Yep.
And then we had a quarterly distribution for Ridgeland Ranch.
Yep.
And so I was busy yesterday.
Yes, you were.
Just going, you take another distribution, and you take another distribution.
I'm giving everybody money.
Yes. I did see my name on that list, though. I was very concerned.
We got our money in a different account.
Yes, we did.
But that was exciting, and you were texting me going, I got to do Santa Claus distributions number 1.
I got to do Big Santa Claus and Little Santa Claus. That's right. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was exciting.
And then last Sunday, we got to do something that we've been trying to do since we got here. Now, we took your brother to one park, but that was because we were taking him to a park. But you and I haven't went off on our own.
Yeah.
So what did we do last Sunday?
We bought our season passes to all the parks, Disney and Universal.
Yep.
And we went to Universal Studios on Sunday and got to walk around the park.
Yep.
And went back into the Harry Potter land.
Which is where everyone was in the park.
I was just going to say the same thing. We were walking through going, wow, it's not very crowded.
Yeah.
You get back into Harry Potter land, that's where everybody is.
It was shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, it was just jam-packed.
Yeah.
We actually got split up in a store. Yeah, it was,
The traffic took me this way, and I saw you going this way. I'm like, I'll see you eventually.
But that was very fun. We called it a day date. And we love the parks a lot. And so now that we have season passes, I'm sure we'll be going a ton.
Yes.
Super excited.
Those are always fun.
Yeah. I've been actually itching. We just went Sunday, and I'm already itching to go again this weekend. So that's just crazy. I just love them so much. They make me smile.
I guess I have plans this weekend also.
And then you and I went through the rest of the podcast because this is episode 300. We are at the final stretch.
That's right.
Right? We've got 65 episodes to go. And so we started mapping out because we're going to Cancun for vacation. We're going to Las Vegas for Power Room Mastermind.
Yep.
And then we've got 2 weeks of vacation over Christmas going to your families and then my family, right?
Yep.
So we're trying to figure out, okay, where are we when certain episodes are recorded and how many do we have to record in between so we're not stuck on travel days and we're like, we got to record record podcasts. So we did a whole bunch of planning for the rest of the 65 days of the year, and kind of planned out when we're recording and where we're recording if we're on location somewhere. So that was very, very exciting.
Yes.
To get that knocked out, because it's cool to be in the final stretch after doing this.
Oh my gosh.
It's been I didn't even realize what I was bringing us into when we did this. I'm super glad we did it, because the amount of content that we've been able to share and the amount of people that have said, thank you for these podcasts, I'm listening to this, or, whatever, I think it's been good.
Oh yeah.
But wow, a lot of work to do a daily podcast. Yep. So it's going to feel like a breeze once we turn this into whatever it is we're going to turn it into. Probably end up being like a weekly thing. I was going to say a weekend thing. I was like, no, that's not the right word.
Or monthly, weekly, or monthly, bi-weekly, or something. We haven't figured out yet.
I think it's totally going to be weekly. You can even it's going to be weekly. Don't listen to him. Bi-monthly and monthly.
I thought it was actually going to be quarterly. That's
obviously,
more my speed right now.
We haven't actually talked through this yet. But you have to get in a rhythm. Doing things bi-weekly or monthly, it's really hard to get in a rhythm for those types of things. So
right, and it's funny that you said what you did, because it's pretty much our MO since we met, over 20 years ago, 24 years ago now. That it was a project that you didn't realize how big it was going to be, but we're both thankful that we did it.
Yes.
Everything we've done has been that way.
Yeah. Somebody else said to me, he said, I went into this, and then, as usual, everything's 10 times harder and 10 times more expensive. Yep. And I just thought that needs to be a general rule. Whenever you go after something, just understand you're going to spend 10 times more of your time and 10 times more of your money doing it. And if you're okay after you say that, then go.
You'll be 10 times happier.
All right. So then, we have a new deal. So because
I love these podcasts.
Well, I'm not announcing it yet because the league work's not done. It's 506B. So as we always tell you have to be in our investor club to hear about anything that's 506B, because it means buddy. B stands for buddy.
That's right.
We have to have a relationship for you to know about it. So you're not going to hear about this particular deal. And the reason that we were getting into it was because of depreciation. We wanted to make sure that we captured any depreciation we could before the end of 2022, because this is the last year that you can take 100% bonus depreciation. We'll be talking about that in another episode sometime. And our Lake Forest investors were just cashed out, and we have a motto of investors first, right? Yep. We want to take care of us and our team, but first and foremost, we want to make sure that we're taking care of you. Now, I do say that opposite sometimes, because I believe that if we don't take care of us, we can't take care of our team. And if we don't take care of our team can't take care of our investors. So I do have 2 points of view, when I think of those 3 things, but making sure that you guys always have a place to put your money and get a return is very, very important to us. And so as we saw that the Lake Forest sale was happening, we've gone through so many deals. We've got this spreadsheet that's got this deal, this deal, this deal, this deal, and finally one fit, our criteria of a deal that we wanted to do that would give our investors the returns that we like to give them. And so we're super excited about that. So we're just working on the details and the legal docs and everything like that. If you're in our investor club, you may hear about it. We are giving our Lake Forest investors first opportunity at that particular deal. Because they just received their funds back.
I believe that's called first dibs.
Yep, first dibs.
In the professional world.
That's right. And if there's any remaining left, then we will then announce it only to our investor club for first come, first serve to be able to be a part of that deal. Where actually our partner Ken is out meeting with another investor today, talking about another property actually that we may close also end of year. And so that's just a sneak peek into a possibility that might get announced here soon.
I love listening to these podcasts while I'm doing them live.
Yeah,
this is awesome.
And because it's towards the end of the year, we're in the final stretch of quarter 4 here of 2022. We're working on all of our end of year projects. So this morning I was on the horn with our marketing team that we just hired, the second marketing team that we hired.
Not just one, two.
And we're talking about a book that we're publishing, a course that we're putting out. We actually didn't talk about the Investor Summit that we're going to put on in Orlando next year. So we haven't talked to him
Orlando,
about that.
I got to go there.
There's lots of things that we have in the works, so we're kind of doing that in quarter 4. This is supposed to be like the slower quarter where you do planning. Nope. I'm just just killing it with projects.
Shocker.
Yeah, we're doing some investment planning for us personally. You and I were talking to Gary just the other day and getting some of our personal investments planned out so that we can put our money where we want. We're building out the funds that we've been talking about. We're doing some tax planning. We're going to be scheduling a call with our tax advisor, right? So because this is the end of the year, we're going to be doing a podcast about this too.
Yep.
It's the end of the year. Start figuring out your tax strategy. So if there's anything that you need to be doing or spending your money on in order to get tax deductions before the end of the year, you should be thinking about it right now. Right now.
Not December 20th.
No. And 2023 planning, of course, is going on as well, so we can figure out what our goals are for next year.
We started 2023 planning like 6 months ago. Come on.
At a high level, always, yes. But that's what we've been working on, and we're busy and it's exciting.
I'm exhausted. And I didn't even do anything. I love it. Make sure you're checking out our website, freedomcapitalinvestments.com, to join our investor club. She just told you it's very important that you join our investor club because it's nothing we can talk about on these podcasts. You have to join the investor club. Make sure you're talking to CJ or Ben.
Yep.
Also, check us out on all the social media platforms.
That's right.
See, I got it this time. But we always like to end all our episodes with
invest smart,
live happy. Bye everybody. Nothing on this show should be considered specific, personal, or professional advice. Please consult an appropriate tax, legal, real estate, financial, or business professional for individualized advice. Opinions and information on the show are not guaranteed. All investment strategies have the potential for profit and loss.